Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Strange Origins podcast, episode 31.
Hey, hello, hello, hello.
Hello. We are back after a week hiatus.
Have a
Um,
break.
yeah, like we still did the Falcon and Winter Soldier because that's like a must, but
Yeah.
we didn't do we didn't do the normal one. I was away
Oh yeah.
in Weymouth,
How was that, dude?
sunny old Weymouth. It was actually good. Like,
Was
do you know what? I didn't actually think England could be so pretty. I'm not gonna lie. like, I was very like, oh, this is near the beach. Like, nah,
Mm,
this is like for old people. Like, this for
okay.
70-year-olds, 60-year-olds, like where you go to retire, basically.
Mm,
But no, I'm not gonna lie, I was completely wrong. Like,
right.
there's there's completely different age ranges all there. Like, there's things to do. Like, I went go karting.
Is it
Like,
like kind of like South End?
to be honest, don't really think I've been to Southend that much. So,
Okay.
Blackpool, Brighton, kind of like
Oh.
it's less touristy than those places.
Okay. So
It's
it's like a
more
sort of like an underground type.
yeah, it's more
Like,
like countryside than that.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, I went go karting, like went crazy golf,
Mm.
like
Oh,
fucking. We went like long hikes and stuff like sea walks and all that stuff. It was
yeah.
great.
Yeah. Guess really went all out this whole week.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 days before I went back to
Mm.
work. That's why I was like, I've
Oh
got to do
man.
this. Like, I got to get away.
You have to, man, because like fucking you going back to work is just like ugh, like
Yeah, I mean, work is like, I mean, I've been off since October, um,
some.
but I didn't do like a full week. In
Yeah.
I did like a couple of days here and there. Like
Mm.
now I'm back to full work, and I guess that's been like a full year since I've done like full work.
Yeah.
But yeah, like oh my god, to be fair, I was actually kind of cool. It was cool. I was like kind of excited
Mm.
about it. I'm like, sure, let's go. You know?
I mean, because like you've been off for like a whole year, like you've pretty much, like you pretty much let yourself go. Like you got the dad bod and the whole thing going. Like I'm thinking
What a cunt.
yeah, like, that's me as well, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure I put on like a few stones or some shit.
yeah.
It's
I think I
just,
put on 1 stone, 2 pounds
yeah,
or something like
you
that.
just gotta enjoy it, man. Like
Yeah,
like
I mean, I'm happy. Like I'm moving again. I'm trying to get a bike.
oh
I
yeah,
need to cycle. Like I don't know if you
yeah.
get the same thing from your like parents or anything, but like
Mm,
I literally was like, oh, I need to cycle, and the first thing
yeah.
she's like, well, you gotta wear a helmet. I was like, yeah, I know that, and then she was like, it's dangerous. You shouldn't do it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
like,
hell yeah, dude. Like
come on, let me just go and drive a bike. Would you want me to live in a
let me
bubble?
live. Let me
I'm gonna get one of those like bubble things, you know, when they ride down the mountain with it.
safety bubble.
Yeah. Oh man, like it just annoyed me.
I had the same thing like when I started riding bike to work.
Oh yeah.
Because like when I was working in Audi, the way there is pretty much like highway, but there's like this little side thing you can actually go to.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom, it's safe because there's actually like a bike area you can go
Exactly.
to.
Yeah.
It's not on the road. It's literally on the pavement. It's like a green thing.
Yeah.
But it feels like no, you still have to wear helmet. You still have to wear fucking high vis. And I'm
I
like,
bet you didn't wear a helmet.
dude, why the fuck would I wear? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna wear a helmet.
I knew it. I fucking
It's
knew
just
it. You would not.
my,
You
my
strike me as a person who wouldn't wear a helmet.
my head is too fat for any helmet.
I'm sure they
Uh,
could accommodate you.
Nope, Jack. Fat head.
That is a complete lie. You know it.
Fat head, Jack.
No,
No, but
like
yeah.
I don't know, like the bike, like it was one of the things that was just like, oh, it's too dangerous, you shouldn't do it. But then I said to her, like, you know,
Mm,
I have more chance of getting into a car accident, like if I
exactly.
was driving. But you're okay with me
Mm.
driving, so I don't understand.
If that's the case, should I be wearing helmet when I'm driving?
Yeah, yeah, maybe I should. No, just get like a big
Mm.
like adamantium like helmet.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was also trying to explain that it's completely
Mm,
different, like now, cycling than it was like 30 years ago.
yeah.
Because like there's actual highways, like they've got this like, you know, all down
Tunnel
my
systems or
yeah, like all down my area, they've made like side paths now for cycling and all
yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and like on the main roads, they've made like bollards, so now cars can't
Mm,
even go into them.
yeah.
So like they've done so much for cycling. Like
It's,
it's easier.
yeah, it's definitely like a old people mentality. Not old people, but like old timers
Definitely an
mentality.
old
Like,
people mentality.
yeah.
Like
'Cause, it's just like because now it's like you have as you said you have like tunnels and stuff and then you have like bike lanes as well and
exactly.
separate to like pedestrian walk
Yeah.
and it's just easier and then you can actually from from my area, you can actually get from my house to like London by just following this simple route,
Damn,
and
that's
it's
pretty good,
just
especially for
yeah.
sheep country like you, the way you
Fuck you
live.
talking.
I mean, like I don't know, like the only bad thing about it is I'm looking at prices, and we've got our friend like Stefan who's really into bikes. He works at a bike shop and all that
I
stuff, so he knows
I
everything.
got a store.
Yeah, and like he's like, yeah, what's your price range? And I was like, 300, 300, 350 is like pushing it. And
Mm.
he's like, yeah, you'll get trash bikes for that. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna pay like 700, 800 quid for a bike. I think the first one he
Mm.
sent me was like a 850 pound bike one, and I was like, mate,
Yeah,
I don't have that much money to spend on a bike.
I just got back to work.
Yeah, I just go back to work. I just want someone to get me to A to B, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you, because I just said like look, your path there is like is this road, and then you got like, mainly a bit of gravel, right? I
yeah,
guess you
there's a
kind of
little
need
bit of gravel.
a bit, like you need like a steady bike for that, because
Well, that's what they said.
you,
Is hybrid is hybrid is
mm,
for a little bit off road and a little bit on. So I thought, oh yeah, it's perfect to get a hybrid
mm,
bike. But I
see,
mean, I appreciate the help from Stefan. Like he was helping me a lot.
mm.
Like he's throwing out terms that I've never even heard of. Like, like apparently you can get like these bike wheels now that don't have an inner tube. Like
Oh yeah.
and
I've heard
like
of those.
they sort of repair themselves, and I'm like, what is this
Mm.
nanotech technology?
Because
But
you can kind of get the same thing with like tubes as well, where it repairs itself. But
yeah, that's
no
crazy
one's
to
people
me.
talking about is you don't even need the fucking inner tube. You just need the tire. That's
Dude,
it.
like when I used to ride bikes, right?
Mm.
There was one type of bike. like
Mountain bike.
yeah, it was a mountain bike. That was it. Like, and maybe if you pushed it a BMX, like a BMX bike, but
Yeah,
that was it. Like now there's hybrid bike, e-bike,
road
road
bike.
bike, like gravel bike is another one. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck any of these are.
See, the way I see it is like, is it a mountain bike or a BMX bike? That's it.
there's no
That's all I
there's no
see.
road bike.
There's no hybrid. There's none of this. Like
There,
you
there
have
is
to.
also foldable bikes as well. Like those,
Oh yeah,
those,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't like that. I
But
don't like the way they look.
I class that as bike.
It's
Normal bike.
just, you're like, when they talk about like male and female when they see color, you're just
Yeah.
like red. Like that's it. Like
Purple.
there's no like the maroon, like aubergine or anything like that. It's just like no.
Exactly.
No, I don't know. Like I'll see if I can. I'll buy one, but like
Mm.
300 400 pound is still quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, well, my bike's pretty much a hand me down from my older brother because he didn't
Mm.
want to use it anymore. He spent, I think, a grand on it.
Yeah, see,
It's,
I got a brother who's done that as well, and I'm like, I'm just like,
it's
do you
one
want
of
it? Do you want it
the
anymore?
exactly. I was like, thank God I don't have to buy a new bike, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying
But
to
yeah,
find some way of getting a bike for free. Like,
ask around and go Gumtree or something, you know.
could do, to be fair. Like, but I know a lot of people have bought bikes during the pandemic, like, because they
Oh
want to
yeah.
get some sort of exercise, so they're just cycling
Mm.
around London.
That's probably why the price like skyrocketed.
I think
Honestly.
that's what Stefan actually said to me was like, that's the reason
Mm.
why the price has gone up so much, is
Mm.
because of like so many people buying it, which is so dead. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm the idiot
Yeah.
who's made the decision after the pandemic to get a fucking bike.
You made that for a fucking bandwagon.
Yeah. Nah, but like apart from that, like going like to Weymouth was pretty
Mm.
good, and getting like it's quite important to get some sort of like
Fresh air, man.
yeah, fresh
Honestly.
air and like reshuffle your brain sort of thing, like switch off
Yeah.
for a bit,
Mm.
have your own space as well. That was sick.
I need to
But,
do that, honestly.
but what did you do? Like, did you like claw at the walls while I was gone for 4 to 5 days?
No, I was actually honestly, I was just like trying to sort my stuff out, like my CV and like my portfolio and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm trying to like, I guess, use my fucking the degree that I paid for.
Yeah,
There's something, you know. I've been like, I've been looking into like going into like 2D animation again.
that'd be cool.
So I started doing that and started looking into like free programs, tutorials, and like yeah, just updating general things.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, just applying for like literally the only thing I've been applying for like work is like warehousing or retail, and it's just like
Mm.
it's such a dull fucking thing. I was like, fuck this, I might as well try and do something. Even like one of those like comic book cleanups. I've been looking into that. So it's
Wait,
like manga cleanups basically. So like, when people translate it and people
oh really?
need to clean certain areas, yeah.
Okay, no,
I've
I
been
didn't know really much about that.
Yeah, so I've been looking into that as well. But they're mostly freelancers, so
Ah,
it's
you can
kind of
still do
sucks.
it, I
But
guess. Like,
yeah. But I just don't know how my price range is or how they're gonna judge me based
yeah.
on that because I don't really have any
Like
experience.
I haven't. I mean, in terms of me, like I haven't touched my CV in
Mm.
like 7 years.
Holy
So
shit.
I would definitely need to update that. Just be like, I don't know,
Mm.
like what I even put anymore. Like
Mm.
it,
Because you've worked in the same place for like what was it, like
well,
what
7 years.
5? Yeah, exactly.
So
So
yeah, like, I mean, is it still like you gotta have keep it like 1 page long, like, because
I
what I got told is like you gotta keep it 1 page long. If you make it any longer, they will just throw it away. And I'm like, okay, cool.
oh fuck really?
Yeah,
Holy shit,
I mean,
mine's
this is
like
7 years ago, so I don't know. It's more than half a decade ago.
yeah, mine's like I don't know, a page and a half.
Mr. Like qualifications over here. Like,
And then it does fuck all from it. But
well, at least you didn't you get in before the price went up?
no,
No, okay, rip.
this was actually when the price went up. I actually just managed, which
So,
is like the most stupidest thing.
so was it 9 grand?
It was 6, and then it went to
Okay.
9.
Oh,
Like
that's
I think the
dead.
first year was like 6, and then it just went to 9 immediately. I'm like, whoa,
So they pulled you in. Like,
yeah, basically you baited me.
that's fucked up, man. Like,
It is
can you
honestly.
imagine trying to explain to a child is that oh, you if you want to like have education, you get it free up
Mm,
until a point where if you want to get good jobs, you need to pay like extortionate amounts of money.
exactly. Well, the funny thing is like, because my fiance was like, she was basically saving up to go uni, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because she wanted to go Japan, but in Japan, if you wanted to get a job, apparently you need to have like a uni qualification. It doesn't matter if you're just sweeping floors or being
Holy
a
shit.
fucking retail. That's why apparently she was because she did a little research. So she saved up like 3K
Yeah.
for like the first year, and then she was gonna apply, and then all of a sudden it bumped up to fucking six
Wow.
to 9. So all that is just like I was like, oh, fucking, I'm sorry, but it's just
Dude,
damn man.
when I was at school, like they pushed going to uni like really hard. Like
Well,
they were
yeah,
like, you're not gonna be anybody if you unless you go to uni, right?
exactly, yeah.
And then like it was sort of like they released the new plans about like oh making it go up to like maximum 9K. And I was
Mm.
like, I was like one of the guys sitting there going like, oh, do you know what? That's not too bad, like 9K. And then someone told me it was per fucking like year.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, oh no, that's fucking terrible. like oh, that's like nearly 30 grand. Like what the fuck?
Exactly, exactly.
That's
And it's like,
insane. Like I
I
think my brother is still paying off his student loan.
Jesus, man.
Like, and he got it before the fucking price went up. So like, like imagine like people now who are on 9 grand.
Yeah, I just wish back in the day we had more options, honestly.
Yeah, because like
Cause
what they tried to like was it like market it as is like oh you don't really pay until you earn a certain amount of money, which is fair enough.
yeah,
But they also
mm,
say it only takes a small percentage of your salary, which is really small. Like,
yeah,
but the
but
problem is your record is in debt. Like
yeah,
your name is in
in
debt
debt.
the entire
Yeah,
time. So
exactly.
so trying to apply for things sucks because people are like, oh,
Exactly.
you're in debt. Like so,
Yeah.
it's dumb.
Like
It is really dumb.
I'm like surprised that I even managed to get like a credit card.
Yeah, I
Like
luckily got one
honestly,
of them early, and just kept
like
paying like something on it every
mm,
month paying it off. So they sort of like go,
yeah,
oh, you got good credit.
that's what I did. When we
Yeah,
moved in. But I don't know, it's just like even with my parents, they were like, if you don't go to uni, you're pretty much gonna be a failure. And I'm
I
like,
hated
alright,
that man.
cool.
It's such
It's
an
such a
annoying
fucking
mentality because it's
old
complete
mentality,
bullshit.
yeah. Mm,
Like I don't know any jobs like that. At least I work in where
mm,
my place is where you need a degree. Like
exactly.
anyone who's gotten to a high ranking position in that company has just done it
Mm,
through work.
yeah, yeah.
So
I agree because like you can't just hire someone based on like their qualification of degree
yeah,
and just be like, oh yeah, this you got to be the fucking general manager because you have this. I'm like, well, if the person doesn't have the experience, that's guaranteed to go to shit.
yeah, exactly.
Like, and
Like that's mainly has happened at my place as well. Like they
mm,
hired someone because they worked at some other prestigious place, and they're like, "Well, we're gonna hire you because you have this experience." Like it's literally just that. Like
yeah,
if you started working from like 18, I guess instead,
mm,
you'd now be like with this much like well if you're like 27,
experience.
you'd have this much experience now.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
in the working
And like
world.
that's I think that's like one of the reason like why I wish I didn't go uni. I really
Mm.
wish I didn't go uni. It's just it's such a fuckfest of like you need this qualification, but also you need experience.
I
I'm pretty
think
sure we talked about
yeah.
it in the podcast before, but
It
It's
is
it's a
annoying.
shit show.
Like,
It's
because it's
just
like
honestly a shit show.
I
Yeah.
think like when well, like for me, I just didn't know what I wanted to do.
Mm,
So like going into uni would have been like I think I would have realized like 2 years in that I didn't want to do
mm.
that for the rest of my life.
The fun thing is, it's like for me, like the first year, I wanted to leave.
Damn.
Like first year, but I was like, fuck, I've already done the first year,
That's the
and then
thing,
second
right?
year,
It's like
oh,
I don't. What's the point of leaving if you've already done the first 2 years or at least first year?
exactly,
Like you've
exactly.
wasted money now. Like it's like gambling. It's like do you cut your loss or do you keep going?
Mm, yeah, and it's
I know people that have
and
quit in the third year, which I find
oh
crazy.
yeah,
Like, what's
nuts.
the point? You might as well just finish. Like at that point.
Exactly. Like you're just basically just fucking yourself over by not finishing.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you just got a refund? That would be great.
If you got a refund, fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic,
take the
right?
knowledge back, please.
Sucks it out of your brain.
Yeah, I mean, like they're also extortionate as well because like during the pandemic, they've
Mm.
still been charging like full price for uni,
Yeah,
and it's all
I heard about
online.
that. Mm.
So
And
what's
like,
the fucking point?
so, like, especially in America as well, like where people had to be stayed in dorms and shit,
Yeah,
and they're still paying full price for like the thing that they can't.
yeah,
They can't.
like it's all done online. The lecturers are recording it all before
Mm.
or doing live ones. Like
Yeah.
I get it, the lecturers are still doing work,
Mm.
but like surely you can bring the cost down because no one's traveling. Like
Exactly.
you know, you don't have to like people aren't printing at your uni or anything like that. Like you're saving a lot of money. Like surely
Yeah.
like heating, electricity, like do you know what I mean? Like so I don't
Mm.
get it. Like
Yeah. Plus, you're like 90% indoors if you're following the
yeah,
rules. So.
and they did do some discount. I've got a friend who's doing his masters now,
Mm.
and he got a discounted masters basically. Like they were like, yeah, we're doing it for like half the price.
Oh
So
shit.
like he's doing that, but the people that have already done their or at least doing their Bachelor of Arts degrees have
Mm.
to pay like full whack,
Yeah.
which is so stupid. Like
Sadness. It's just sadness.
because like I mean to it's kind of like political, but like we got a mayor elections coming up as well,
Oh,
and I literally have no idea like who to vote for.
I don't know. Like I've never voted in my life.
Have
It's
you not?
just- No.
Damn.
I'm just one of those people just like just cruise by, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
just put
probably
it
gonna
on
get
random.
shit for it, like like in the comments or something. But
I
I'm just like
mean,
one of those people that's like just you know.
is
It's
there a
like
particular reason? Is it just because you're like it won't
well,
matter, or because like you don't care?
it's not that I don't care. It's like I have this mentality of like because I wasn't born in this country
Mm.
that I don't really have a say in it.
Oh, well, that's kind of weird.
And I know it's because my fiance said the same thing, or like a few other my uni friends said the same thing. It's like, well, you have a British passport, right? So you technically you can your vote matters, and I'm like, yeah, but it's like it's just I don't know, it's just ingrained in me in a way that like
Mm.
get because I'm not from this country.
But the
I
only
wasn't
thing I
born
would
here.
say to that is like it's because
Mm.
you're living in this country. So
Mm.
because you're living here, you should have a say because you're going to be here for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
So like you have a say in how that country's run and how it affects you.
I get it, but it's like for me, I think deep down it's just like just because I'm not
So would you vote in
born here.
Philippines?
Yeah,
That's funny, even though like you don't live there.
exactly. But so it's just I don't know. I'm like I don't know. If it's just a stupid way of thinking about it, I guess. But that's
Just
just my
give
reasoning
someone else your
personally.
vote.
I'll give it to my cat if I
Yeah.
can.
Just- in terms of like moving countries though, like
Mm.
do you think you would like move outside of Europe ever?
Yeah, I think me and my fiance discussed this before. We have a few places we want to or have an idea.
Yeah.
So there's like one obviously Philippines and Japan and then recently Hawaii.
See, I would love
Um,
to. I think Hawaii would be hard to get into though,
mm,
because of America, right? Like America
yeah,
in terms of like immigration, I think is quite hard.
yeah.
But
That's
yeah, I
the
would
thing.
love to just even visit there. Like, sounds chill. Like you know,
It's just the food, man. Like your stomach's gonna be.
I haven't tried much Hawaiian food, so I'm not sure what it's like.
It's not that. I think it's like it's the shit America pumped into it. Like
Oh, you
because like
think? Mm.
yeah, because my fiance's mom, she went to America for like a week.
Yeah.
Is it 3 weeks? Oh, 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks. And then she basically like 8, and then she spent 2 weeks in the hospital,
Oh my
right?
god.
And all she can eat was basically organic food, because it was just that was the only thing clean there, you
Really?
know?
That is
Yeah.
strange.
And she basically like I was like, damn, you spent 2 weeks in the hospital, a week just
For a
eating.
travel, like 3 weeks
Yeah,
travel.
like, exactly. Like because like when I go America, I want to like experience the whole like barbecue, you know?
Oh, I would love to go to like New Orleans,
Yeah,
like for
exactly.
the
Things like
sticky like
places like that.
barbecue ribs and shit like
Yeah,
that.
Texas. Oh
Oh
man,
yeah, yeah.
not
Like,
for it. But I know it's just like because the amount of shit they put in their food, it's like I'm gonna die. There's a possibility of me dying in there.
yeah, or at least gaining tremendous amount of weight. So
Yeah, exactly. And it's just I don't
like, I
know.
actually, speaking of like organic food and that, I actually learned
Mm,
something recently. I bought these like really fancy eggs. Like I went to like a butcher like down the road
mm.
from me, and they were like in a cardboard box sort of thing. Like it sounds not fancy, but it was a fancy cardboard box, all right.
It's like one of those like Aldi brands with
No, no, like it was
ah.
like it's like an Amazon package, right? Like,
Oh shit.
but it was like a fancy box like that, and they were like £3 something, like £3
Mm,
30 or something, just for six.
yeah.
So it's
Did
quite
it have did it have
expensive.
was it like haze inside when then it's just eggs just sitting there, you know?
Yeah, they were like,
Oh
"How'd you
shit,
do?"
really?
They tip their fedora, but like no, like on the bottom though, they tell you
Mm,
how to read egg printing. Like I don't know if
okay.
you know what egg printing is. Like you know when they stamp the egg and it has a
Yeah.
bunch of like numbers and letters,
Mm.
they tell you what that means. So apparently, if you look at the code that's on it, the first number, I've got the photo in front of me actually. The first number is the farming method. So if it's a
Okay.
0, it's
Mm.
organic. If it's 1, it's free range. If it's 2, the egg was like the chicken in that was raised in a barn, and if it's
Mm.
3, it's cage.
Oh shit.
So if you see 3 on your egg, like the first number, that is yeet it, get rid of it.
Okay.
And
Is that it's like at the like it's gonna be like stamped on the
yeah,
egg,
so you
right?
know where the little
Oh,
red
okay,
line
okay.
is, like usually red line or something like that.
Oh,
And then the
yeah,
next two
yeah.
letters will be the country of origin. So usually it's gonna be UK, and then the
Mm.
numbers after that will be the farm ID. So yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know that, and I was
That's
like,
no.
that's interesting to know because like, I mean, most of my eggs were 1, so they were free range. But if I see a
Okay.
fucking 3, I'm getting rid of that egg. I ain't eating that egg. A
Yeah, man.
caged animal
Damn.
egg,
I
like nah.
damn. I guess you learn something new every day.
Yeah, and that's what you get for buying the fancy fucking like eggs, isn't
Thanks for the
it?
info, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
nah.
I just normally go for like free range or just whatever's in the shelf, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But I never really noticed about that type of stuff.
I
Oh,
don't know if I
okay.
told the story on the podcast before about my mum who she bought eggs from Pound Shop before.
Oh, don't do that.
No,
Do
no,
not
no,
do
no.
that.
She did that, right? And she did not tell us that they were from Poundland. We cracked one into the pan. Like it was a hot pan, by the way. And it literally
Yeah.
was a rotten egg. Like it came out green. I don't know if you've ever smelt a rotten egg before in your life. It's
Yep.
fucking rancid, right?
And cooking as well.
It fell right
Oh,
onto a hot pan. Like that the smell just surrounded that house and took it over by storm. Like
that's some steamy fucking right there, boy.
like my mom is like gagging like hard. Like everyone else is like run out of the room.
Yeah.
Like get the fuck out of the
Um,
way. Like it was horrible. Like don't ever buy eggs from Poundland. I mean it goes without saying. But like
if you're
I don't know why
struggling,
she did
boy.
that, man. Like,
Yeah, fucking hell. Oh my god.
who goes into Poundland and is like, do you know what? I'm gonna pick up some eggs. Like they're
Look,
like eggs are like £2.
it's not if you go fucking Asda or Tesco, some of
Yeah,
them are like 59p
yeah, they're
or
so cheap.
6p. Some of them are like not free range, but it's not gonna be rotten inside.
So I
God
think
damn.
I definitely am not on the like bread line like that. But I
Mm,
think I have enough like where I should probably be looking out for what kind of egg I'm having or stuff like that. You know, like it shouldn't
yeah.
be cage. It shouldn't be like
Mm,
even farm. I guess it should be like
mm,
organic or free range. Like you got to be
yeah.
looking for something like that. I think we got to do like our bit now. You know?
Yeah, I think the older we get, it's like those like it's like what is it? It's like I think there was like this scene in Community
Yeah.
where Jeff was like, I treat my body like a temple, yet
Yeah.
because he's getting older, like he has to watch what kind of food he has to put
Yeah.
in him,
Yeah.
like what he has to eat. And I was like like back then I was like, oh, maybe it's just a joke. And then now that I'm getting older, it's like maybe I should start looking into like this type of stuff, you
I'm
know?
happy because we're not at his age yet. Like yeah. So we still got about 10 years, which is good.
Yeah.
Like but like I agree like you don't really get to it at a young age or you realize it when you're young but like
Yeah.
literally whatever you put into your body is like like that is what is gonna fuel you. And if you're putting
Yeah.
shit where the chicken has been tormented and bullied from a young age, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna, it's gonna have effects. Like, have you ever eaten chicken, like fried chicken from a dirty chicken shop, and just felt bad?
Yep.
Like, you know, you felt sad. Like, I've actually felt sad before after eating chicken like that, and it's not even guilt. It was just like I just felt down.
And because it's so cheap, and like these chicken were like fucking
Like
in
abused.
cages.
Like,
Yeah, and it's just
that's the thing though. Like, but every once in a while, I'll get a craving for some dirty chicken.
dirty kebab.
Yeah, it's like, do they just like slip some cocaine in there or something? Because like, I keep coming back to the world, like, you know.
Douse it with a bit of CBD or something.
Yeah, probably. Have you ever thought about trying like CBD oil, like in a vape or something like that?
Not so much in a vape, but me and my fiance was talking about it because she has pains on her knees
Oh
from
yeah,
a work injury, and apparently there's she was looking around, people saying that it's good to just rub it around that area.
yeah. I've
And
heard it's like
it does,
crazy good.
yeah, and it does, and I'm pretty sure I think Stefan's girlfriend as well. I think he said that she uses CBD oil as well for her knee or something, and then and then he recommended it to me.
Yeah,
So we're
I,
looking into that.
cause like when I was having my like I was having like a problem with like sort of like anxiety and like being sad and stuff. Like people like I had one person tell me, like I think it was my manager actually, like try CBD oil, and it might in it because it just calms you down a bit. And I'm like, do you know what? Like it's actually a good shout, but I just don't know enough about it
Yeah.
to get started. Like I don't know and it's quite expensive actually in this country. Like I went to the pharmacy and had a look, like because we were just looking around, and it's like 50 quid.
For like how many meals?
Just like like a little tiny bottle of like beard oil. It's
20
like
meals.
yeah, it's like that, and I'm like fucking hell.
I guess it takes a lot to take. You have to I guess take a lot of a lot of marijuana to sort of extract
Guess.
it. Maybe
But I think like
that's
it's
probably
also because
why.
it's not like legal in this country. Not CBD oil, but like marijuana. Like it's not legal, so like as soon as that becomes legal, I think it would become so much more cheaper.
Yeah, and people say there's a lot of not the entire like the plant, but like the CBD oil. I think is a lot of beneficial apparently to
Oh
it.
yeah, I've heard it's fucking crazy good.
Yeah, we were thinking of looking into it because for like my fiance's knee. So
I mean, there's a you can get like bath oil and stuff like that as well. Like if you have a bath, you just drop it in there, and that'll probably sort the knee out as well.
yeah.
You know, like I definitely want to try it like one day, and I don't have to travel all the way to Amsterdam to try it. Like,
God, yeah. Good old days, man.
the good old days before times when we are allowed to move.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's kind of where we can travel to EU freely now. It's like,
Well, now it's like Brexit and because of COVID. Like, get out of my country, sort of thing.
mostly Brexit.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, there's a mayor that's running to bring us back into EU. If you vote for him, like he's gonna try and put us back in the EU.
It's just that American guy.
No, that American guy is fucking weird. Like, but like, no, he's a different guy. But apparently, like, I mean, at this point, I don't know. That would just be more fucking hassle, no? It
Yeah,
took us like
'cause-
8 years to get out. Like,
And it's gonna be like another 8 years. But like, oh, you're
so
here
we're back
like,
in. Like,
openly now, yeah. And it's like
but by then, I don't know. Things has probably changed.
probably in the fucking 40s or something, but everything's done.
Oh God, please! Like, don't mention 40 to me. Like, I don't want to even think about that as my age.
50.
No, 50's alright, man. 50's alright.
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know, we
alright,
retire in like to Italy or something.
hopefully. But I don't know, like going back to that whole like cheap food, like in
Yeah.
99p stores and stuff, dude. I don't know if you've ever been to B&M. I mean, you probably have.
No, like
but
I think you've mentioned B&M before, and I don't know what the fuck it is.
it's basically
It's like a department store or something, isn't it?
it's a department store with for some reason American foods in it,
Right.
like international food, like they have like American foods and stuff. And this I've noticed that when I went to Mao one day, like they started selling like milk, sandwiches, cheese, and like
Was
things
this
like that.
before
And I'm like,
pandemic?
this was before pandemic, and
Okay.
like I was like, fuck, man, like, and they were like, I looked at the sandwich and I'm like, that looks dead. It looks like it's been like, chopped on it. Like
Yeah,
just it's been left in the fucking sandwich.
I have had a sandwich from a corner shop before, and I felt rotten the next day. Like it's not something I want ever again.
Some of these are rough, man. It's just like
You know, when it's like desperate times, like after a night of drinking, like, and the chicken shops are shut. I wwent to a corner shop and I bought like a sandwich.
Was it when we went out when I was doing pescatarian and everyone was like doing? I remember. I'm pretty sure I remember this. It's like we went KFC right after we went drinking,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yo, I'm doing pescatarian." So I tried to go to the corner shop and get like chicken, tuna mayo, and I was like, "Yo, I'm not eating this. It looks rad."
It looked bad and it smelled bad.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm just gonna go hungry. Fuck it. I'm going hungry. I'm not eating that. Sorry.
That's probably why you lost weight as pescatarian, because most of the fucking food made by other people is shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like unless you're making it yourself, like man,
Fish is
it's rough.
deadly, man. Because I think when we went to Philippines, like Mark and I, like the family made like this prawn. I think it was either prawn or it was tuna mayo. It was one of them. But then like we went on the beach, right? So we're all like swimming and stuff, and we come back and like I don't eat that like prawn
It's
and
hot.
tuna. So I was like, I didn't eat it. Yeah, they left it out. No shit. Like they got fucking ill the next day. I was like, yeah, I wonder why. Like you just ate fish left out in the sun, like 30-degree sun, for like
This
2
is-
hours.
Yeah, this is the one thing people don't understand. When it's hot and you're bringing tuna sandwich or any type of sandwich, put it in a fucking bag where there's ice in it.
But I feel like in the Philippines, at least what I saw from a lot of Filipinos, they don't really care about food hygiene. Like when it comes to like leaving stuff out in the sun, they're like, yeah, it's good, don't worry.
Fully relate. Like my dad, honestly, my dad, right? He's fucking marinated this meat,
Yeah.
and instead of putting it in the fridge, man just left it
Oh no.
in the table.
Oh,
I
no.
get it. It's covered and it's a bit still cold, but I'm like,
Nah, man, you don't do that.
is it safe to eat this? Am I gonna die the next day?
You
Who
got
knows?
you got to nuke that thing. Like,
But the thing is, right? Because I grew up with that type of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
without me knowing, it's like my stomach can handle a lot of things.
see, I've heard that, right? Because mine does the same thing. Like I can handle quite a lot, like of food like that. But
Yeah.
it only takes one, man. Like you get
True.
slapped by food poisoning and you're done for
True.
like 3 days. Like when I got that in Philippines, I died. Like I think my soul left my body. Luckily, everyone in Philippines is a nurse, so they all cared for me. Like, they literally like brought me so much medicine. I was like, thank you.
The best country to be ever,
Yeah.
to be ever be sick, just go Philippines.
Like it was like 4 of Mark's family were all like nurses, and I was like, thank you so much.
Blessed me.
Yeah. Oh
but
man.
but yeah, I don't know. It's like because like my fiance would be like, oh, you should probably throw that away, and I'm like, well, it's fine. I ate it.
Yeah.
And I'm fine. She eats it, and she's like, and like she's vomiting.
Oh, God.
And I was like, God damn. And I'm like, I'm so blessed that I'm like with the metabolism or like this food hygiene shit.
Cause
Me,
like
like,
yeah, like I mean, I'll push like some foods like a couple of days after like or use by date. Like usually
Yeah.
like 4 is the max. I think 3 or 4. But like if it starts getting funky, man, I just like it's a couple of foods I don't do, like chicken. Like chicken, you get salmonella, man, you just die. Like I'm not fucking with chicken. Like, you know, I'll do beef.
Beef is fine.
Beef is fine. Yeah, you can eat that raw.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. But like, I'm not
Pork.
fucking around with chicken. Like pork. Pork is another one that's like dodgy. Like, to be fair, I don't really have much pork stocked in my fridge. So
family's Filipino, so I have a bunch of pork
see,
stuck in
I
there.
love pork, but I usually just buy to order sort of thing. Like I'll buy it and then cook it.
On the day, yeah. No, my family, especially my parents, they clutter the
Oh,
entire fucking double fridge with just
'cause-
meat.
see, I'd love to do that because one of the things I look forward to is my girlfriend, like when we make like pork belly, like when
Oh,
we have
man.
that, and then also like I look like her mac and cheese is like one where I'm just like, nah, like I'll just stay in bed, like make that for me all day, I'll be great. It's so good.
I'll be fat and I'll be fine. Just
Yeah, I'm happy about being fat now. It's fine. Like just make me mac and cheese for the rest of my life. But yeah, like,
but
I was just gonna say it's actually about time to wrap up. So it's been
man.
it's been nearly 35 minutes. So
oh shit,
pushing it slowly we'll pull people in. Then they'll watch longer and longer
an
till we
hour.
drain their life away. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe because we still need
Yep.
one more for 30 subscribers.
Oh,
So
little
make an
Facebook
alternate
job.
account, just like subscribe. And then we might, I think at 30 we're gonna try and do like webcams and stuff. So
Gotta try something different, yeah.
yeah, maybe we could put it over the faces that we've got on the screen now, or to
Yeah,
the left of them.
Forehead cam.
Yeah, foreheads. But yeah, man, we'll see you. I think a couple of days for Falcon and Winter Soldier, the finale.
Definitely.
And you'll hear our controversial opinions on that.
Yep.
That's been your boys. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace.